Okay, just repair number 6, Claudia, isn't it?
Yeah, number 6.
Number 6. Really nice gear, works fantastic, but they definitely have a bladder manufacturing issue. Basically, its bladders are produced, it's one big sheet folded together, and then there is a seam here done with a hot welding machine, and this seam here has a little leak. So actually this one was slowly leaking, where the big one, you can see barely, these seams are from here to here. That's about that long, how they can weld it. And on the 7th they just came off one after the other. Some stayed, some not, so we had about 5 repairs on the 7th. We bought one of these ordinary irons, so
$15 promotion.
yeah, because it's a
Luckily.
in Bonair. Some houses have both systems. That's very interesting. So you heat it up. Be careful. Only put it on wool. Wool is actually quite good. Then we use the ceramic here field because it's kind of reflecting the heat nicely. And then 2 pieces of backing paper. Make sure there's no sand or something so it doesn't stick either to the ceramic field. So that would be nice to the renters and also not to the iron. So what you have to make sure, we did once, Claudia, mistake. We did 2 repairs on the same spot.
One after the other.
Yes, exactly. So it gets much hotter here. So instead of 15 seconds, it's already done in like 8 seconds, and we just, then you penetrate actually, you're gluing too long. So the trick is to know how long to make the repair. So make sure this is the only way how you can repair these seams. So fold it here, mark it before like we did here with a mark from where to where. Then check on the iron how you want to do it. So this time I'm going to use that little bottom here. So whenever it's hot, unfortunately this one doesn't have an indication when it's hot, but bloody else, that's how it is. Then whoop, missing Claudia's hand, but we'll manage. Now 15 seconds, and then you just go over it. So press pretty strong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, now you can already see how it's glued together. You can see the repair here and then how it's glued together. And this is how it should look. That came out pretty nice. So that part is completely sealed. Now it's a little bit of corner here, but that's how it is. You could actually weld that again, but make sure don't go on the same. It's really hot here. So if you would go on the same here, that would be really bad. Now, as you can see here, the weld is from the seam here to the seam here, weld through, and also glued here. You see there is no weld in between the 2 lines because that's how the iron is done here. So it's quite good. This one has a kind of a high pressure, so I always pressure a little bit on the edge. So yeah, that's how it is. We're gonna put it inside and then pump it up and see if it holds. It actually should. We already did that a few times. Okay.
Getting experts.
Yeah. So now, second important thing is to get it in, you have to make sure the bladder is not twisted. So I fold it up like this. Then I can make sure that when we pull it in, the seams are on top and the whole thing goes in nicely. So you want to make sure to have that folded and then pull it in. We will show you. All right, both sides. This actually already has a repair. That's pretty funny. Brand new. So must be quality check where they check it. And yeah. All right, so just make sure you're connecting the correct string to the correct bladder. So this one goes on this side here. Now I tend to fold that a little bit. It's already reinforced, but then I just wrap that around multiple times. And once you have it, make sure you lay that correctly and you feed the first part in. We always do the difficult part first, so make sure you have the correct orientation. The seam here with the duotone is up, and I feed them through. And important now is here, get that really flat. And this is the way where you pull. That's always a little bit the iffy part. So as you can see, it should come in. Nicely. Inside. And you can see. Okay, it's already here. Funny thing is, it seems to be a little bit longer than needed. So, but that's okay. So now the end, very important. Make sure you check here. It's not twisted. That's correct. And then I fold that back in one time. Then this lays flat here, like this. So voila, goes together. And now this Velcro is attached here, so just make sure you have that Velcro on the right spot there. Yeah, and then you can check again, a little bit off. Now it seems okay. Good. So, like this with the finger, you make sure nothing is in between. Then you see these little notches here, they hook in. Now, when you make sure the groove here is upside down because there's another groove here. So press down, so while you're screwing, the little notches stay in place. So there is a ring, actually a red piece in the, comes with every wing, but you're fine with the fingers. That's all you need. There's not more you need. Make sure that's tight. All right, good, we're set here. And now the tricky part is to get in there. Honestly, you can see my hands too big, they won't fit, so that's the part Claudia always does. Goes in nicely, and then just make sure not twisting. Get the valve in here. Make sure there are two grooves, one here. This is actually for this part, and the next groove down here. So you need to get this blue part around this other groove here. You see? Okay, that's how it is. Then you reconnect that tube back on. all the way down to the bottom, and then make sure this is the bottom part, this flat piece, and that's the pointed one is on the upside. So this one interlocks down here, and then you press the other one on top of that, and then you just have to once it needs a little bit kind of a press, and here. So that's all right. Good. So this should freely move. Absolutely good. And this should be not under tension. Now, while you're pumping, make sure you check if your bladder is going up nicely. So, what you're looking for is places like this, or in the corners, where you might have at least the bladder. Especially now, you should have nothing like a deep groove or so. That would indicate you have a twisted bladder, a little bit like this one here. So feel on the outside. Hopefully it looks like it is twisted, but on the outside you can feel pressure is everywhere. So we're good to go. And I never hold back by testing, because either it takes it or it doesn't. 8 psi, no, yeah, it's not a lot anyway. There we go to 8. Exactly. Good. Oh, that's how you repair a bladder in Bonair if there is nothing else you can do, because there is no repair station, there is no replacement parts, nothing. Works.